Welcome to She is Resilient, a podcast for women on their healing journeys who are ready to start living their most authentic and empowered lives outside of survival mode. I'm your host, Tatiana, trauma and somatic therapist, as well as a holistic coach, and I'm on a mission to help more women heal their nervous systems. Each week, me and my guests are going to get real and vulnerable about the experiences that led us to becoming the empowered and resilient women we are today. You'll leave this podcast with the skills, knowledge, and inspiration to start creating the life you deserve. Because if another woman can do it, so can you. Hello, and welcome to another episode of She is Resilient. I feel like I haven't really had time to sit down and record an episode. I feel like it's been ages since I recorded an episode, like a solo episode. I didn't put out an episode last week, so I apologize, but I appreciate your understanding. Sometimes life gets a little busy, and I feel like I've been doing a lot of business related things. I've been busy with drop-in somatic experiencing sessions. It's been so great meeting some new people and welcoming some new faces to my practice and my Instagram. So if you're listening to this, if you're new to this podcast, I appreciate you being here as well. And again, just thank you for being understanding and patient with me while I record another episode. So today is going to be a short episode, but it's going to be a very powerful one. So I recommend that you find a quiet place for this episode because we're going to do a somatic practice. And if you're driving, you can listen to it, but I'll invite you to come back to this so that you can really practice it, because I think that you'll really like it and you'll really benefit from it. So, when you're ready, I'll invite you to just find a comfortable seat. Don't worry, it's not a meditation, but just finding a comfortable seat, finding a comfortable area. And when you're ready, I'll invite you to think of a time within the last 24 hours where you felt like you were more yourself. Maybe you were less fearful, less anxious, less angry, less irritable. You felt more like yourself. A time within the last 24 hours. So I'll give you some time to get there. And as you start to think of this time within the last 24 hours where you felt more like yourself, I'll invite you to imagine yourself. I'll invite you to think of this image and hold it in your mind's eye. When you're ready, beginning to bring your awareness to your body, noticing the sensations in your body as you hold this image. Giving it some time, noticing what's coming up inside. And continuing to hold this image where you felt more like yourself, noticing any shifts in the body. Really tracking those sensations and connecting. And then coming back to the image and kind of spending a little bit more time here with the image in your mind, really picturing your facial expression, your body language. Are you standing? Are you sitting? Were you laughing? Were you smiling? Are you talkative or are you quiet? Are you calm? Really thinking about all of the details of this image. When you're ready, coming back to your body, feeling those sensations, Noticing if there's calmness in your body, if there's softness, openness, if there's warmth. Maybe there's something else. Maybe your posture changes. Maybe your chin is lifted. And maybe they're not. That's okay. Just noticing what's coming up in your body, and it's going to be different for every single one of you. Giving those sensations and emotions some time. When you're ready, coming back to the image, seeing yourself again in your mind's eye. And then again, coming back to the sensations. Connecting with your body again. Putting the image to the side and really tuning in to the sensations inside. Just giving this plenty of time and space. Allowing yourself to really lean into those sensations. And one last time, coming back to the image of feeling more like yourself in the last 24 hours. And one last time, coming back into your body and feeling those sensations. And when you're ready, we'll relax the focus, the awareness. You might want to open your eyes if you had them closed. You might want to look around the room, orienting to your space again, maybe allowing your body to move a little bit. And we did this a little bit faster than we would in a somatic experiencing session. But this is a really great exercise for you to practice whenever you can, whenever you have more time, giving yourself lots of time to be with your body, lots of time to be with the image. And this is a process that's called pendulation. It's a term used by Peter Levine, who is the founder of Somatic Experiencing. And pendulation really helps us remember that we don't have to get stuck in certain states, and sensations and emotions won't last forever. And so when the nervous system is dysregulated, or when the nervous system has experienced trauma, the nervous system gets stuck in states of fight, flight, or freeze. And so the nervous system has a really difficult time pendulating. And so in somatic experiencing, I help you rependulate your nervous system. We retrain your nervous system to go into these states of sympathetic activation and then come back down into a parasympathetic state, feeling calm, settled, and connected, so that your nervous system has flexibility and flow. And so this is one really simple exercise that I like to use to retrain your nervous system. So pendulating, we're going back and forth. And in this exercise, we pendulated with two pleasant experiences. The pleasant experience in the body and the pleasant image in the mind. But in somatic experiencing, we sometimes pendulate with those pleasant experiences, but we also pendulate with activation and settling. And we do this in a very titrated way, in a very tiny, tiny way, slow doses, so that your nervous system isn't getting overwhelmed or hijacked. So I invite you to practice this exercise as many times as you need to, so that you can begin to retrain your nervous system to not get stuck in these states. And if you absolutely loved this exercise and you want more somatic practices and tools, I would love for you to join our free community on Tuesdays. We meet every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over Zoom, and I guide you through somatic tools and practices to help your nervous system feel safe and calm and settled. And you also get an opportunity to connect with other women on their healing journeys. So if you're listening to this and you're like, wow, I want more of it, please come to our Tuesday community. And I would love for you to share this podcast episode to your Instagram, or please send me a message. I love receiving messages from all of you to really hear your experiences, to really see if these episodes are helpful or not. So please, I would love to hear your thoughts and reflections and questions. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you absolutely loved this episode, I would so appreciate it if you subscribed and left a review on Apple Podcast, or take a screenshot and share this episode on social media. Don't forget to tag me at tatiana.holistic.coach. The more nervous systems we reach, the more generational cycles we break, and the more we contribute to a kinder and safer world. And if you're looking for somatic healing services, send me a DM and I'd love to chat on how I can support you. I'll see you in the next episode.